Namaskaram. My name is Gopu, and today I thought I will speak about something that so many people in India refuse to speak about. I am going to speak about my experiences as growing up a gay guy in a proper South Indian village and how I came to realize many things, how I was exploited, how I overcame many things. I think it is very important to speak about it because I see so many uh, people belonging to LGBT in India, and they are so scared to come out or even to admit to themselves. I just want this thing to be, what to say, I just want them to see this and to have this thought that okay, fine, they are not alone. So yeah. Well, anyways, getting started, I just want to, it's a caution thing. I just want to tell you guys that this video will be in English, of course, not in Malayalam or in Tamil, the language that I'm used to, because when I speak about queer culture and LGBT and me coming out, I don't know, I mean, English comes out quite naturally to me. And another thing, oh fuck, I forgot. So there is a misconception in Indian families that people belonging to middle class families or people belonging to normal families, they don't turn out to be gay. The only people who turn out to be gay are the ones who are in metropolitan cities like in Bangalore, Delhi, those kids who have rich parents, who know how to speak English, this that. I mean, look at me. My family, I'm proper middle class family. I didn't know how to speak English till I turned 19. Then I grew up in a proper village in Palakkad. So going through that, so Acha, he works in, my Acha, he works in Kochi, and we used to live there for 10 years till I turned 10. Then after that we moved to Palakkad because most of our relatives are there. So when in Kochi we used to live in Thopumbadi, and Amma, she grew up in Tirupur. So most of the movies, most of the songs and everything that we used to hear was in Tamil. So I remember I don't know, I think I would be in LKG or UKG, and this song was going on in TV of Rajinikanth, this Ingitta Modade, that song. And that is the first time that something struck me. I've always known that I was different, but that moment when I was like 3 or 4, I fantasized Rajinikanth. He was my first ever crush. At that moment, I clearly remember even now, at that moment, I wanted to be married to him. I wanted to be his wife. I wanted to, do all the things what Rajinikanth's wife would do, basically. At that moment, I knew that I was different. I knew that something is, I knew something was happening there and I was different from my friends. And till my 4th or 5th standard, all the guys, they play, they throw balls, cricket and everything. But then I just wanted to, I just wanted to play with soil. I had some group of girlfriends. I wanted to play hide and seek. I wanted to make things with soil. I just wanted to play with like coconut shells and kitchen things. That is what I wanted to play. And yeah, it just it just I always knew that I was different, even when I was a small kid. And growing up, even before me realizing that I am gay, or me realizing very strongly that there is something happening to me, not happening, that's the wrong way to put it, or even before realizing the truth, I mean, I was made sure that I know that I am a feminine guy. I was made sure in a very cruel way, of course. from the time that I can imagine, even from my UKG, LKG, all that, even from my kindergarten, I was bullied. I was made fun of. I was tormented because I act like a girl. I mean, even I do it now. But then, at that time, I didn't know how to process it, because I thought this is what everyone would do, and I didn't see anything wrong with that, because that is how I am. I thought everybody would be like that. I was such an innocent kid. As I started being myself, or like, I tend to behave very femininely, and well, anyways, so in those times what people would do is that they would bully me. Of course, I'm talking about when I'm 9 or 8, 9, 10. Those times people would bully me, of course, and after some time they would offer me protection. They would tell me that, Gopu, I know that those people are, or I am making fun of you for behaving this feminine, but then I will stop doing it. All you have to do is this, this, and this. That would obviously involve blowjobs. So from the age of 9, I started giving blowjobs, and I thought the the weird thing is, I thought that is happening to everyone. That is the normal thing. I didn't even tell Amma or Acha, because I didn't even know what I was doing, for that matter. I just thought this is the normal thing. And after that, we moved to Palakkad. After I turned 10, I mean, from my 5th standard, I was studying in Palakkad, 5th to 12th. At that time, that is when I myself started realizing that, okay, I am not like other guys. I mean, when they speak about, like female actress crushes and this and that, that was not my world. That was really, really not my world. I didn't belong there. and the more I realized that I didn't belong there, and the more my classmates or my friends realized that I am different, the more harsher the bullying became. And the weird thing is, even then they asked for sexual favors, which I gave, because first thing, I was coming in terms with my sexuality, and second thing, I was not told that is wrong. You know what I mean? I was not told that if someone asks you like that and that, I should tell it to my parents, or I was never given a piece of information regarding all that. So I was like, well, okay, fine. I thought everyone is doing that. And things got worse when that movie Chanduputta came out. I think I was in what, 7th or 8th standard? That is, I would be, how old would I be? Around 12, 13? Yeah, I think it was around that time that Malayalam movie Chanduputta came out. So for people who don't know, it's a leading actor acting very effeminate, and basically he makes a huge mockery of gay guys or effeminate guys, and later, of course, he marries a girl, right? But then they use this movie as a tool to make fun of me and people like me in my school. But the thing is, I never backed up. I backed up in the sense, I never tried to tone myself down, because I don't know, I mean, I thought this is very natural. I thought I am not doing anything wrong, and why are these people making fun of me? Why are these people treating me badly? Why are these people trying to beat me up, or I don't know, why are these people asking me to suck their dick in turn, in return of protection, for that matter? And I don't know, I just did many things. And right now when I think, it would have been so much easier in those days when I was 12 or 13. It would have been so much easier if I had someone to speak about all this. If I had some understanding soul to speak about all this. I mean, of course, I can't speak about it, but then if someone had told me about all this thing, my life would be so different. It would be so different. I would not have let those people run over me. I would not have let many people treat me so unfairly. And things got worse in my 10th grade. In my 10th, 10, 11, 12, in my high school, they even tried to beat me up in the bathroom, and they actually locked me inside. And it was ugly. It was ugly, ugly, ugly. And then I even thought, the bully and the mental torture, it drove me till that extent that I wanted to quit my studies. I actually wanted to drop out from school because I didn't see myself going there anymore, because whenever I go there, I was just I was just a character for other people to throw whatever verbal slurs that they want to throw. And I didn't know what was happening because it was such a big thing for a teen boy who grows up in Palakkad to deal with. In Palakkad, Palakkad, they have different village, and in every village the whole society revolves around paddy fields, local ponds, local temples, local customs. It is just that. And a boy who who is growing up in that society, it's too much for anyone to deal with. I I think that guy Gopu in 12 to 15 is the bravest soul alive. And even through all this, I didn't know what was happening to me, or I didn't know what I was. I didn't know what was happening around me. Why were peeping me? Why were people making fun of me so much? I didn't just know that, because for as long as me, I am behaving in a very normal way. But then apparently to others it is not. And then in this Malayalam magazine, Vanida, there came a feature. It was about feminine guys and how to correct them. And it is through that magazine I actually came to know that the word called gay exists. It's a very sad way to know, but then. And when I read that, the first thought that came to my mind was, oh, I am gay. I am gay. Oh, okay, so this is what I am. This is what is happening to me. I see. Okay, so that was the moment of realization, And then for the longest years, for the next 3-4 years, I spent my life thinking that I am the only gay guy alive in this world. Look at me now. But then I thought I am the only gay guy alive in this whole wide world. And I felt so alone. I felt so alone. But then I mean, of course, many of my teachers helped me through all the trauma, and I focused all this trauma on my studies, and I did quite well there. But then it was just too much for me to suck it in. So even when people were making fun of me, making fun is the wrong term. Even when people were bullying me and people were basically destroying my mental health, I was not scared of my sexuality. I was really not afraid of who I was. So after reading that article in Vanida, I went to my school and I came out to everyone. Then I told everyone that I'm gay. Oof! I told everyone that I'm gay. Then after that, everyone isolated me. After that, everyone literally isolated me. I mean, I was someone who's unspeakable. I'm someone who's untouchable. I'm like that. I was like that. So all my teenage I spent with books, and it gave me a lot of perspective in one way or other. But then the first gay guy like me, open and proud and tormented gay guy in Kerala, I met when I was, how old was I? When I was 18 or 19. That changed my world. To see someone who's so relatable to me, and of course someone who went through the same things that I went through, and also someone who can speak the same language, someone who is from the same, part part of Kerala basically. It really changed my life. That is when so many things settled down in my mind. That is when I realized, oh, I am not alone. I have so many people like this. And I have so many people who went through, there are so many people who are going through things like I went through. And from then, I started focusing and reading so much about LGBTQ rights everywhere in the world and comparing it to India, where it stands. I'm very sorry to say that, but the current government, I don't see them doing anything in any predictable near future about the upliftment and also the protection of LGBTQ people. It is not even in their priority. And also your straight friends, right now they would tell you that, oh, you're gay, we are so acceptable, we welcome you with our open arms. It is a good thing that they say, but at the same time, our rights are not their priority. LGBTQ rights is never a straight person's priority because everything is handled out to them. But for us, it is high time to think about it, and it is not just think about it, it's high time to act on it. Because imagine, we have 1.6 or 7 billion people in India. That is like more than 3 times the population of US, and Germany's population is comparable to Tamil Nadu's population. And look how they celebrate their LGBTQ people. Look the things that they do for them. And with that, imagine the number of gay and LGBTQ people that India would have. Imagine how many people would be living scared and closeted and scared to even admit to themselves that they are gay or bisexual or transgender. It's unfair. It's completely unfair. I think right now, first thing, we should all come out to ourselves first, that whatever sexuality or whatever gender identity that we associate with, we should come in terms with that first. And second thing, we should unite, man. It's high time. It's high time there is it's high time something important in related to LGBTQ rights has happened in India. Section 377, I don't give a shit, because even if Section 377 passed, you get the right to have anal sex. I'm sure you would be fucking around even right now, even with Section 377 right there. We want protection. We want better better rights in every way, basically. We want equal marriage rights. We want like anti-discrimination laws. We want proper medical how do I say this? We want proper medical facilities for transgender people. There are so many things to be done. And I don't think right now is the time to hide in the shell of fear. No, that is not happening. So if you are an Indian LGBTQ person who think that you are the only one, you are alone. Baby, no, you are not the only one. There are so many people like us in India. So all you need to do right now is to focus on yourself, come out to yourself, come out to people. Of course, that is so scary. I mean, I came out to Amma when I was 19. I mean, we are still trying to process it, but then it made me feel so free. You know, coming out liberates you. Being able to tell someone that you are gay or lesbian or transgender or bisexual, it changes your life. It just turns it upside down. So yeah, so I just wanted to tell all this because I kind of sense there are so many people out there wanting to know many things about LGBTQ, or doesn't wanting to be, wanting to feel alone for that matter. So yeah, this was a long video, but then I had so many things to say. I just blurred out so many things emotionally. But then yeah, so I'll be let me finish this. But then, and for all the straight people who are watching this video, please try to educate yourself. Please read more about LGBTQ rights. Please know that how much your genuine support, not something that you see from Bollywood or Hollywood movies, being associated to LGBTQ rights is not something cool factor. There are so many lives being dependent on it. So please educate yourself about all this. And my dear LGBTQ brothers and sisters, you are really not alone. There are so many things to be done in our country for us. We all need to unite, and it can only happen if you come out. So yeah, I wish you all the courage and all the strength for doing this. Okay, so let me finish this video. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and do subscribe to my channel, please. Yeah, please.